Anthony Edwards keeps telling us he's not the face of the NBA. He keeps pointing to Victor Wembanyama. He keeps saying, nah, that's Wemby. But after All-Star Weekend, that choice might not be his anymore. Because whether he likes it or not, the league just chose him. And once the culture chooses you, there's no giving it back. And the great news for NBA fans is, while Ant's words say one thing, his actions show that he might be finally ready to embrace this huge mantle.
For you know what I'm saying? Like if it happens, it happens. Like I'm not somebody that's like, oh, I'm trying to go out here and be the face of the league. But if it happens, I'm not gonna shy away from it. You know what I'm saying? But
All-Star 2026 wasn't about stats. It wasn't about efficiency. It was about presence. Every time Anthony Edwards walked into a frame, cameras followed him. Every time he smiled, the clip went viral. Every time he talked, he was owning the room. It felt natural, loose, unbothered.
You were part of that the Paris Olympics. Do you think with this World versus USA format that level of intensity can be duplicated in any way?
no.
Tell us why.
The most confident guy in a room by far. He didn't just participate in All-Star Weekend, he owned it. And here's the scary and best part. He wasn't even trying to. That, my friend, is the textbook definition of aura. And let's just say it, Anthony Edwards has aura in spades. And aura is actually the most dangerous asset in modern sports. Because in today's NBA, personality travels faster than highlights. You don't become the face of the league just because you average 30. You become the face because kids imitate you, players respect you, veterans laugh at your jokes, the internet clips you 24/7. And Ant-Man, he checks every box.
DeMarcus got a question.
We'll get to DeMarcus.
But what about Wemby? Victor Wembanyama is a generational talent, make no mistake about it. He actually might be the most talented prospect we've ever seen. 7'4", handles, shooting, rim protection. He looks like a creative player in NBA 2K. But being the face of the NBA isn't just about potential. In fact, it rarely is. It's more about timing, relatability, connection. Wemby feels good, futuristic, an alien. Anthony Edwards, at this point in time, feels human. He jokes, he trolls, he laughs at himself. He talks like someone you went to school with, or someone you wished you went to school with.
Everybody's talking about how the All-Star game is not as competitive as it used to be. Is that something that's on your mind? Are y'all going to give more effort this year, or is it kind of like it is what it is at this point?
Yeah, it is what it is at this point.
That matters way more than we pretend it does. And right now, at this instant, Wemby is still building, whereas Anthony Edwards is here. And he's had to put in his reps and go through the fire to get here. Make no mistake about that either. Anthony Edwards wasn't handed a super team. He wasn't traded into a dynasty. He was drafted, developed, criticized, improved. Think about this. He took Minnesota, yes, Minnesota, deep into the playoffs. There's a lot of people who can claim that their team is the most tragic in NBA history. But only a Minnesota Timberwolves fan would be right. But the best part about Anthony Edwards is he did it with authenticity. Despite all the pressure. Fans feel that. And now, in an era where player movement is so constant and transactional, Anthony Edwards' personality, his organic nature, it stands out. It plays.
Fourth with Kevin Durant there in the third quarter. How fun is that, and what do you make of the atmosphere tonight?
I think everybody here knows that's my favorite player of all time, so that was probably one of the best feelings ever in my whole life, for sure.
The beautiful thing is, though, in the case of Anthony Edwards, where talent meets charisma and timing, history tells us something simple. The most charismatic athlete becomes the symbol of the era. Not always the most accomplished, not always the most skilled, the most magnetic. Look at Allen Iverson in 2001, a cultural icon, still to this day, despite not winning a title. Conor McGregor, the most famous UFC fighter of all time, but nowhere near the best. And Patrick Mahomes, one of the most likable, charismatic, down-to-earth superstars with once-in-a-lifetime talent. Charisma amplifies greatness.
The NBA Research and Development Department had a ranking, the hottest players in NBA history. You were 7th on that list. Do you think that trophy should bump you up a little bit?
I ain't gonna lie, that trophy should make me.
Hey, say it.
And here's the biggest irony of it all. Anthony Edwards doesn't seem to want the crown. He keeps deflecting it. He keeps giving it to Wemby. He keeps downplaying it. But the face of the league isn't chosen by humility. It's chosen by gravity. Who pulls attention? Who moves culture? Who makes casual fans tune in? Right now, that's Anthony Edwards. And also, let's not forget, while basketball is a growing global sport, and yes, it may not have been created in the USA, it is deeply American. And while there are some great European stars to get behind, it hits different when it's a homegrown star. And here's the bigger picture. The NBA is in transition. LeBron James is nearing the end. Stephen Curry is entering his twilight. The league needs someone who wins, talks, smiles, isn't afraid of the moment. Anthony Edwards checks every box. And here's the thing about aura. It can't be manufactured. It can't be assigned. It can't be voted on. It just exists. And with other young players like Zion Williamson and John Morant not living up to their huge promise, the time has come for a new king. Anthony Edwards might not want to be the face of the NBA. He might keep pointing at Wemby. But the crowd already chose. The cameras already chose. The culture already chose. So whether he likes it or not, the league belongs to him now.
Anthony Edwards, that's who stood out. He got me thinking, bigger picture. The same response he gave last night to yesterday, to Wemby, I need him to give that response this last part of the season and in the postseason in the Western Conference.